So I wonder who won American Idol last night. I wonder if it was Caleb, like the Illuminati said would win on the day before show, with all their symbolism standing behind Caleb. Oh, that's right, he did win last night. And as they were announcing it, the last few minutes of the show, I started thinking, man, if I'm wrong based off of this symbolism that I saw, fourth time in a row would be right, but maybe it was all coincidence. Maybe it really was, and there's only gonna be 3 in a row that I was right, not the 4th one in a row. It could happen. After all, maybe they're just putting these symbols on the screen just to basically say a little shout out to their pals. Maybe that's what these symbols on the screen are, not necessarily who's gonna win the show. But then again, 3 times before this, person won the show. Right, so I took a little leap, and right before they announced that Caleb had won, I'm sitting there saying, man, if they say Gina won, the kickback on YouTube that I'm gonna get back, not from most of my subscribers, but those few people who always give me the thumbs down. Doesn't matter if I did a video about God, about flowers, about growing food, pure silence, just me standing there, I get continuously 3, 4, 5, whatever, thumbs down every time. Those are the people who would come out in droves. You moron, you got it wrong, you stupid idiot. There's no stupid Illuminati symbol. Get the hell out of here. But I was right. And this makes the 4th time. And I haven't really been paying attention to these things too much because I don't normally care about the entertainment industry. But the powers that be own everything. As Lindsey Williams said, they put everything that they're going to do, they're basically having a heyday. They put it right in the movies. From the Gulf of Mexico oil disaster, oil rig on fire, which was in the movie The Knowing, or Knowing, or whatever, to before Hurricane Katrina struck. A movie, not really a movie like you go in the movies, but it came out on TV, regular TV, but it was a movie, a little one-time deal, and it was called, you guessed it, Oil Storm. It was almost as if someone was out in the future, saw what happened to Hurricane Katrina, went back in time, made the movie in advance, 2 weeks in advance, I believe, by the way, and then left. Oh, here's the movie, I'm out of here. Oh my God, it was pretty much exactly what happened. So the question remains, do these people, these elitists, these powers that be, do they actually have in their possession technology that A, allows them to see future events, or B, physically takes them there to see them and understand them, i.e. time travel machine, or because they own everything and they run everything, they're the ones making things happen, so they can easily say in advance what's going to happen because they're going to make it happen. That's more probable, that last one. So when you see a company like JP Morgan and other big banks, and they show their track record every year of days that they're in the market, which is every day available that you can be in the market, they are in there playing, the stock market. Every single trading day available in the year, every year, these people will publish their reports once a year, and it shows how many days they got it right. They guessed the right stock transaction, buy, sell, trade, etc. And places like JP Morgan, last year I believe, had a track record of something like one day in the entire year they didn't make a profit. Strictly trading. Not as a bank, lending money to people, taking profit. No, strictly trading on the stock market. They missed one day. One day wasn't profitable. There was another company known for its high frequency trading abilities, computer programs, that didn't miss any days. It was profitable the entire year. And now as we have these little investigations slowly but surely kicking in, they're saying, well, yeah, there appears to be that these high frequency traders must have some way of getting information before the rest of us. So not only do they have a computer or server or what have you, the software running on a computer, literally in the basement at the stock exchange, right next door or whatever, they lease the space out. You want to talk about instant, shortest distance to the source, right? When you're in the computer world, if their servers were in California and they had the best, fastest, you name it, servers, everything, speed, you name it, they had the best available, the best money could buy. It still has to travel, the information from their server to the stock exchange, goes to New York, it has to travel across the entire United States of America. Even though that will happen in milliseconds, it might be around 80 to 90 milliseconds. They need something a little quicker. They need something in the 1 to 2, maybe 5 millisecond range. The only way you can get that type of response time or speed is having your server on the network of whatever the destination is that you're trying to get to, or being right next door, one little hop away, if that. So that's why they have their machines at the stock exchange, basically. But not only that, just because the machine's there, they still need some more information so that their machine not only makes the move first, but makes the right move first. So how can they possibly make the right move every time? They get the information faster before the rest of the world gets it. And there's a system out there in which the stock exchange knows that everyone gets the information at the same time. I forgot what they coined the term, but that's where all market information. That's where this is info is supposed to come from, and that's, I'm talking about trades that are happening. So if I turn on my computer and I open up my little Options Express program and I see something moving up and down and buy sell orders going in, allegedly that's live. It appears to be live to anyone using that software, that program that's tapped into the main system. The problem is there's another system that before it even goes to the main system knows exactly where these stocks are moving, because that's where all the real orders are coming in first. Then it rebroadcasts it to everybody else. Well, there's a little issue. There's another middleman, so to speak, there that's capturing that data before the rest of us. That's not legal, but they're doing it anyways. And they just started talking about this recently, and it appears that the conclusion is, yeah, there is something out there that it looks like all these big banks and whatnot are tapped into that source. Unlike everyone else, they don't tap into that source. You're not allowed. Therefore, they make the trades happen faster, and they can, what they call front run. They can front run the rest of the trades happening. If they see the trend up, immediately going up, let's buy some and get ready to sell them. And that'll happen within milliseconds. They can see, it's kind of like being able to sit back and watch a stampede of animals coming or starting up the stampede, and you get to say, well, which way are they going? Are they going to go left or up? As soon as you see a few of them take off, you already know which way they're going. I'm going to bet they're going left. And then the rest of the world has a delay and sees the stampede. Oh, they're going to go left. I'm going to bet that they're going left. Yeah, but this guy over here is milliseconds way ahead of you, has already bought and sold his shares. As you go with the stampede and the price rises a bit, they've just sold off. They just made maybe pennies, but in the millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions, because they made those large trades happen so fast, and now these pennies add up to a significant amount of money. So they're in and out before everyone figures out what happened. because they have the information first, and then secondly, they're in and out because they have their computers right, for all intents and purposes, at the freaking exchange. So their computer program runs on those computers and just sits there, probably being fed the information live that the rest of us don't get until it's a little bit delayed later. And again, it might be a second later or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's enough for them to front run, do all the trades. That's how you can have a perfect track record. So, same group, same club we're talking about, American Idol, they own the entertainment industry, movie industry, they own it all, is basically flaunting in advance, this is your winner. How do we know? Because we own everything. We know exactly how many people voted. As I said the night that I made the claim, I was watching him sing and her sing. First, they were singing 3 times. And you could vote each time they were singing. You could pretty much vote all night for who you wanted to win. So, she sang first, then he sang. I didn't see any kind of weird symbolism, nothing. Second song, she sang, he sang. Once again, not really seeing anything. I thought to myself, man, if they're going to tell us who the winner is, it's got to be either tonight or tomorrow before they actually reveal it, while they're talking and they've got both of them on stage and that kind of thing. When the camera angles go up, they'll have one of them, you know, they'll focus on one of them, then they'll focus on the other one. I've seen it to where that's when the symbolism, there's some interesting things in the background that happen. So I've told myself it's either going to be tonight, later, or tomorrow, most likely tomorrow. So as I'm watching that show, the third and final song they were singing, she went up again, didn't see any symbolism. He goes up, oh my God, symbolism. The big giant triangle with the triangle inside of it, with the Freemasonry compass and square thing, right when he sang. Oh my God, that was it for me. So then I realized, well, they're allowing all these calls to come in. This is the final and last song, and this is, which therefore means this is the last time you can vote tonight, and this dictates who wins. Well, let's think about that. They did 2 songs prior to that, same day, and you could vote. If you had access to the phone call records, etc., coming in, you would know exactly which one of these guys was ahead. You would see the trend right after the first song, right after the second song. Okay, all of a sudden, let's just say Kayla by the second song is a 2-to-1 favorite, just 2/3 higher votes than her. You could easily forecast, okay, I don't need to see the third song and listen to what he's going to win. Right? I mean, obviously. So if you have that information, or you work for American Idol and you're a member of the club, secret society, etc., and you have access to that highly confidential information on American Idol, you're letting your club members know. So here's the thing. The question is, when they had that big symbolism behind Caleb, they had to do that live. If they were waiting on the phone records during the show to happen, that means they had to put the design behind him live. Like, it couldn't have been a scripted, automated, computerized thing. When she sings a song, we're going to have this imagery. When he sings the second song, it's going to be this imagery. When he sings the third song, it's going to be, right? Normally that stuff's pre-programmed. So either A, they did it live and put this symbolism behind him, or based on the other votes that have happened through the entire season that we don't get to know about, the entire trend from the time he made it to the top 10, top 9, top 8, top 7, top 6, right down to the last 2, he was the winning smoking gun winner the whole time. But of course, because it's a TV show, they're not going to tell us the actual numbers. They don't say who won when there was the top 5, the top 4, who was like the #1 vote getter. We don't know that information. So it might be possible that all leading up to this, the trend was already there. He's going to win. Therefore, when they pre-programmed that the second to last night, they already pre-programmed his visual effects or whatever behind him to show the Illuminati, whatever, symbolism, because they knew from prior shows, etc., that he was definitely going to win. Therefore, they're going to take a leap of faith and guess he's going to win, but it's obviously that they're going to be right because the trends all the way up until that last night, before final night to vote, showed he was a way ahead winner. But again, it's them having the information and then showing their pals, their partners, the other club members who's going to win. So just like the high frequency trading, think about this. What if I didn't say anything to anybody about this, and then I was right once again, based off of this symbolism? And I just said, you know what? From now on, all these TV shows that come out, I'm going to just sit back and wait for the symbolism to come up. And as soon as I see it, and it's obvious, I'm going to go somewhere online, sports betting place, whatever it is, multiple places, sell all my silver, make the bet, double my money, depending on the odds, could triple my money, could quadruple my money, take the money back, and then go buy silver again. You could do that, and you would be cheating, and you'd be immoral just like the rest of them. However, because this whole system has become that, it is very quickly turning into every man for himself, everybody do what you have to do to survive. So if that's what someone has to do, is become extremely immoral, become basically a cheater, a fraud, in order to survive what's coming, you can only do it to take care of yourself. The whole society's become that way, our government's become that way, the power structure top down is becoming that way, has become that way. Therefore, you have my permission. Just kidding. But anyone who thought it might be immoral, at this point in time, do what you gotta do to survive. And if you want to take little Illuminati symbolism and go bet on it and win and win and win and win, good for you. Doesn't seem like JP Morgan has a problem doing it. One trading day of losses the entire year. Goldman Sachs, same story. They don't seem to have a problem with it. And the amount of money you're going to lose in your retirement when this thing goes down, you're going to need to rapidly get it back. So if you have to use a weird, incredible, crazy tactic like this, so be it. Take care.